Hello everybody, welcome back to another 4 Eyes Games video. Today I will be going to Eve and I will be putting a colony / base there. So let's get started into the video. First, you probably have already noticed that my lander wasn't, you guys didn't see it get built. That's because, and I looked everywhere for the clip, literally everywhere. I couldn't find the clip. It got deleted or something. But that's alright. So let's talk about the lander because unfortunately you guys couldn't see it get built. So the lander has, for the main habitation area, it is a mod. So don't go looking for it. So yes, it's a mod. But then we have science on the sides. And as you may have saw, that big metal thing above it, which are parachutes. It's just a parachute system, that's all. It detaches. But let's talk about the rockets, specifically how I'm getting better at building rockets. I think I used to hate building launch vehicles, and to be fair, I still do. It's stressful. I don't know why, I just can't ever seem to get 3,400 Delta V. Let's launch. That would technically be a lie. I can get 3,400 Delta V pretty consecutively, but launch is just a stressful thing because I had a history of not making it into orbit, so I think that fear has stuck with me. But I can pretty much every time make it into orbit, which is great. So I'm getting better, I think. But anyways, let's talk about how I said my next video was going to be going to Moho. I didn't know this, but Moho's really difficult. It's really difficult to go to. So yeah, I'll save that for when I maybe a little more experienced, and maybe after, I don't know, I did the jewel system or something, assuming I can do the jewel system. But yeah, so I skipped Moho. I won't be going to Moho. It probably not anytime soon. It's very difficult. But that's alright. We can always do it later. No rush. So let's talk about my next video, which hopefully should be Gilly, because I'm kind of sticking with this system here. I go from curbing system, closest playing it to furthest playing it. And well, I'm on the Eve system, so I have to get Gilly, right? So yeah, I'm doing Gilly. Yes. Hopefully, it doesn't become a Moho scenario where it turns out to be too difficult. So hopefully I can do Gilly because I want to make sure the series stays in order, unlike Moho, which won't be in order. But that's alright. I said it's alright. It's okay. So let's talk about my Delta V. This rocket's Delta V. It barely had enough Delta V, to be honest. I could make it into orbit, but actually no, I take that back. It had a lot of Delta V. It had just the right amount of Delta V. So that was nice. Except one attempt I tried doing this, it did not have enough. It barely had enough Delta V. And that failed attempt, I had to completely restart the mission because I brought the entire wrong crew. I brought Jebediah, Bob, Bale, and Valentina. I brought all the OG Kerbals on a mission with no return ship. That can't be happening. I can't hit the OG Kerbals on Eve. I'm not doing that. So I had to restart the entire mission and bring my current crew. So that kind of sucks. But it's okay because it worked out in the end. And honestly, to be honest, it really wasn't that hard to retry because I had already done it once. Who says I can't do it twice? So it wasn't too difficult. But it was still annoying that I had to redo the entire thing. Especially because I was like 50 meters away from the ground to land. So, very annoying. But it worked out, so no worries. And I got some extra practice, right? That's fun. And I've ran out of things to say. So I will look at my video that I'm currently staring at, and I will think of things to say. Right now, I'm currently trying to get an approach with Eve. I think I got it pretty close, pretty good. So hopefully it stays that way, right? Yes, it stays that way. No need to worry. So my next goal after achieving this burn, my next goal will be to orbit, which surprisingly I had just enough delta V to orbit, and I had just enough delta V to deorbit and later slow myself down just upon re-entry, which you will see in a couple seconds. So there we can see my maneuver node that gets me into orbit, which is good. It is a good thing to be in orbit most of the time. Actually, no, all the time, because you're hopefully always orbiting the sun at least. Anyways, having enough fuel to deorbit was really handy because, first of all, if I didn't have enough fuel to deorbit, then I would be stuck in orbit. But I would likely know that, so I would likely get myself on a collision course with the atmosphere. But then I might just fly right through the atmosphere. So, and I don't like doing this, but sometimes I've done it. I did it in my last Eve video, which was getting another colony / base on Eve. I got myself into a elongated orbit, and I clipped some of my orbit into the atmosphere. So over time, each and every orbit, I would dip into the atmosphere, slowly lowering my ellipsis until I was fully in the atmosphere, where I would be continually slowing down. And I would slowly, with the help of parachutes, fall back down to Eve. Well, not back down, fall down to Eve. So, yes, that's helpful. Anyways, we can see here, I am executing a deorbit burn by pointing retrograde. And later I will, as I'm entering the atmosphere, burn my second retrograde burn right there. And that basically slows me down so I don't burn up in the atmosphere and blow up. Even though I don't think I would have anyways, it's just helpful. Anyways, almost instinct fire as soon as I stage. And so there we go. Okay, can somebody tell me in the comments why whenever I'm entering an atmosphere with a big heat shield and like a fairing behind it, why do I always tip to the side? Like, is that happening to just me? Like, can someone explain to me why that's happening? So yeah. Anyways, here I'm just adjusting the height at which my parachutes will deploy, because that's helpful. So, because I don't want to wait an eternity slowly falling down to Eve, even though I kind of did. I had to wait maybe like 7 minutes, which of course is not an eternity. But you know, when you're sitting there doing absolutely nothing, it kind of feels like it. That's like boring. Yeah, that's boring. Anyways, there you can see my scatter / parallax mods with those bubbles. I like bubbles. They're fun. Oh, look, they're jumping. I didn't notice that. Only did I notice that in the replay, that the bubbles kind of jump. That's cool. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Please. The video is coming to an end, and so please, I would like to ask you to like the video, subscribe to my channel, comment any of the answers to any of my questions, or just whatever you like, mission ideas or whatever. Share to friends and family, and that's it. Yeah, please do that. Anyways, I don't know. Oh, bye.